Hello. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are new, welcome to my station. If you're returning, welcome back. We are in a series of meditations each day, and we are meditating on the thoughts and concepts of A Course in Miracles. And I seem to sometimes feel like I've been to the spa after my meditations. And so I've been in my mind imagining this is a mental spa. And we are, getting treatment at the spa for our mind and our heart is what you're doing here. Yesterday, the lesson was on problems. And through our practice, we basically realized that we have only one problem and that there is only one solution in this lifetime. So if you need to watch that video from yesterday, go back to that one. One problem, one solution. And today we're going to go ahead and take our mind back to the spa, take our heart back to the spa again. We're going to find deep satisfaction today. We're going to find peace of mind and unity and love. And that's why you're here. So now in A Course in Miracles, we are in a section of reviews. So we have 2 ideas each day that we will review. And, over this course, over the series, what we've been realizing is that we're addicted to separation. We look at our body health, but when do we look at our spiritual health? This course also teaches, and it is true, as I've been understanding, that we are not a body, and that the body is actually an effect, and that the cause is spirit, right? Because cause comes before effect. So how did the body get here? Okay. There's so many questions that science cannot even answer. I think if you Google it, there's over 100 questions that there's no answers to, basically. Nobody knows everything, right? So where I'd like to say that I know what I'm telling you and what I'm reading you is the truth, you've got to make that decision for yourself. I can't tell you what your truth is. I can't tell you who you are. However, I can let you know what I see in you and what has, what's become my spiritual sight through this course that I'm reading to you each day. And so if you follow the course, this does happen, as I've heard from my meditators at my center and also here online. Thank you for your messages and thank you for your comments and letting me know you're here. I appreciate that. I come here to share these lessons for a couple of reasons: to share with the collective and to put this out there, into the basically the system. But also I record these videos so that I can listen to them afterwards and hear, not only my mistakes as I'm reading, sorry about that in advance. I do have, I'm reading from a book. So there are, sometimes where I might say a word wrong, and I apologize for that. Thankfully here, there's no guilt and there's no shame and there's no judgment. We are practicing non-duality here. So when you come here, things might not make as much sense as, say, when you're at work, because we often don't practice our spiritual sight and we often don't know what to believe about our own self. But the truth is, we are one with God. We are all a oneness. It is a collective consciousness, and then projecting bodies and the world and the earth. Okay, I don't want to get too deep. Let's go ahead and get into our review today. I'm going to read you the introduction to the review, and then I'm going to go into the first review, which is today, lesson 81. And let's get into it. We are now ready for another review. We will begin where our last review left off and cover 2 ideas each day. The earlier part of each day will be devoted to one of these ideas, and the latter part of the day to the other. We will have no longer exercise period and frequent shorter ones in which we practice each of them. The longer practice periods will follow this general form. Take about 15 minutes for each of them and begin by thinking about the ideas for the day and the comments that are included in the assignments. Devote some 3 or 4 minutes to reading them over slowly, several times if you wish, and then close your eyes and listen. Repeat the first phase of the exercise period if you find your mind wandering. But try to spend the major part of the time listening quietly but attentively. There is a message waiting for you. Be confident that you will receive it. Remember that it belongs to you and that you want it. Do not allow your intent to waver in the face of distracting thoughts. Realize that whatever form such thoughts may take, they have no meaning and no power. Replace them with your determination to succeed. Do not forget that your will has power over all fantasies and dreams. Trust it to see you through and carry you beyond them all. Regard these practice periods as dedications to the way, the truth, and the life. Refuse to be sidetracked into detours, illusions, and thoughts of death. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled. Reaffirm your determination in the shorter practice periods as well, using the original form of the idea for general applications and more specific forms when needed. Some specific forms are included in the comments which follow the statement of the ideas. These, however, are merely suggestions. It is not the particular words you use that matter. Okay, lesson 81. Our ideas for review today are: I am the light of the world. How holy am I who have been given the function of lighting up the world? Let me be still before my holiness. In its calm light, let all my conflicts disappear. In its peace, let me remember who I am. Some specific forms for applying this idea when special difficulties seem to arise might be: let me not obscure the light of the world in me. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance. This shadow will vanish before the light. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It is through accepting my function that I will see the light in me. And in this light will my function stand clear and perfectly unambiguous before my sight. My acceptance does not depend on my recognizing that my function is what my function is, for I do not yet understand forgiveness. Yet I will trust that in the light I will see it as it is. Specific forms for using this idea might include: let this help me learn what forgiveness means. Let me not separate my function from my will. I will not use this for an alien purpose. Amen. These are from lessons 61 and 62. And again, thanks for being here and starting your self-care practice and your time to focus on yourself and do something for you. Why is this called self-care? What is it about listening to this that is self-care? It's because this course reminds us who we are. It reminds you that you are whole and that you are as God created you, that you are safe, you are light, you are the power of the universe, indeed. All right, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. I love you. Bye-bye.